Greetings and salutations. Ben here, Terry there, Trev somewhere. Phone cops are after him. Shh, I did not say that. Not say that. Welcome to Canucks with Guitars, presented by the people that were presented by, which can include, not exclusively, but inclusively, LPD Pedals, Reno Fin Custom Guitars, maker of the Ben Coombs signature guitar, as well as signature line of pickups. Tesi Switch, use coupon code Canucks and save 15%. FU-Tone, because if you don't have FU-Tone, you don't have tone. PTM Guitars, pedal to the metal guitars, preferred American retailers, Flipside Music, and of course our preferred Canadian retailers, Ardens Music. Also announced today, limited run of 23 from our favorite pedal manufacturer in the whole wide world, and other worlds included. That's right, Terry, I'm talking in the entire universe. Best pedals in the entire universe. LPD Pedals has a special edition LPD 74 limited run of 23 in a shocking yellow color. Just saying. Pre-order now while supplies last. It's a Black Friday situation. We've got William Silva in the chat, Charles75N, Sassy Cat, LRM Guitars, Hip Metalworks, Guitar Man 45, Christopher Neiman, or Neiman. Thomas Santiago, not named Christopher Neiman. Billy Baloney, he's 2 years away from retirement. More on that earlier. Scroll up in the chat. Hey, LPD Pedals, look at that. JP Page 2. Who else do we have in here? Bunch of pre-gamers. Michael Krause, Sassy Cat. Wow, there's a ring in my pop can there. All right.
Holy crap. Make that grab your 74 special quick. He only has 5 left.
Oh, okay. Oh, and also earlier, he'll catch it on replay. Josh is over at Possum Lodge tonight, hanging out with the fellas. So, 5 left. Dang. I thought about getting one, but then I'm like, you know what? I think I want the deluxe. Just saying.
I like the color though. When I see
There's
the color,
Paul
like,
Ewing and Stompbox Steels. There's Seth over at Presley, California Customs. Good to see you.
45, Ferd Burfel, Martin Lemaire.
Guitar Man 45, good to see you. So, to recap last night, thank you, Aaron from Elvis Band, for coming on. Always a pleasure hanging out with brother Aaron. Always fun.
Yeah,
talking about
awesome.
a bunch of stuff, which was nice. Dan in New Jersey, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Dan.
Also, we learned last night that we're going to be doing a Zoom call for you channel members and patrons that are going to get a shout out early in the show tonight. That's right. Shout out to patrons. You can become a patron and get a shout out, as well as hang out on Zoom calls, get exclusive content, and more.
Hey, Dwight.
LRM Guitars, T. Ricky, Guitar Man 45, Cousin Todd Flowers, Doug Strong, Randy Crooks, Mohogany, Fruitcake Tony, Blackjack Guitar, Keith H., Paul McNary, Other Left, Ferd Burfel, JP Page 2, John ZD351, Ben Tom, Jeff K., Garp Mike, Guitars, Symmetry, Guitar Man 45, Charles Green, I'm fucking believable, Charles 75, fuck yes, did it all in one breath. Oh. Nicely done. Lightheaded there. Thank you. Shout out to all those fine fellas and fellettes. Nope, that's a sausage fest on there. Not a single fellette supports me. Well, no, that's not true. My sister supports me, and she's a fellette. Yeah, because apparently I'm not heavy. So the song goes. Okay, Billy's thinking deluxe too. Hey, Hitman Dwight Bailey's in the house. So Q&A, you got the Q's, we got the A's. Yes, so Aaron last night, that was fun hanging out. Also, we got 24 people in here, so we'll announce it in a few minutes. Special show announcement. If you aren't on the LPD newsletter, it may be a good time to sign up possible holiday sales for the newsletter. There we go. LRM's asking if Trev's on the Don Valley because he's not moving. No, I hear intermittently, so I assume that's wind noise. So. Or he turns off his camera instead of the mic.
Trying to flip the camera. I usually can't do that,
Don't do that.
Once you're in, I think. You have to jump out and jump back in horizontal like, I guess. I don't know. I tried moving in.
I like the highway. Cruise control's on 75 miles per hour, 120K.
No, okay.
Doesn't sound pretty good.
Yep. Hey, Martin Lemaire. Just missed a deal in Marketplace. Dang it. Hate it when that happens. Jim Woodard knows what I'm talking about. Good to see you, Jim.
Yeah, nope.
27 people. Security's tight. Trickling in, Terry. Trickling in. Speaking of trickling in, I heard a couple pedals trickled into your life. Want to talk about them? Or not. I think Terry froze. Oh, Terry didn't freeze. Terry's he's just contemplating the answer. He doesn't want to talk about it. All right.
No, I was reading what Paul Ewing was saying. I hate to miss Monday, but Terry is not two missed understatements. And I'm like, just kind of gapping.
That's a head trucker. So no to talking about the pedals? Hey, Rock Daddy.
Oh.
Cheers, Rock Daddy.
Hey, Rock Daddy. Sorry, I'm gapping for some reason today.
Apparently. Did you get into my stash?
Good old ADD inattentive type in full effect.
Eddie Faye, what's going on? You say first thing read, so I guess he doesn't want to talk about the pedals. His mother taught him right. If there's nothing good to say. Well, no, and the thing was because you're reading, right? And you're like, you weren't moving at all. And I'm like, I have crap internet. I'm like, no, fuck, Trev's still moving. You're not moving. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Because I've clearly been into my stash, so purple stuff tonight.
So, anyways, so since people are asking, yes, I did release the video.
I'm asking at least, and I think Eddie just tuned in to find out. He's like, "Huh? Inquiring minds want to know."
Sorry, I'm laughing at Preston's comment. No.
What's up, Mayhem? Mayhem. Purple berry's pretty good. It's pretty purple. What's up, Kurt?
Very purple.
And again, one of the chief rabble-rousers and bottle washers over at the End of the Bus Network. Wednesdays and Saturday nights.
Sometimes.
So, anyways.
Yeah. Yes, I believe. Now, let me get this right. You got an Electro-Harmonic Cats. Nope. Yes. Electro-Harmonic Cats Mod 11, which is all the mods. All the modulations. I see. Mm-hmm. Modulation situations. And then you got JHS. Which one? The Sweet Tea?
Sweet Tea version 3.
Version 3, which seems to be the better version. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good version 2, man. Whatever. Version 3 is nice. You shush. I wasn't pointing at you. I was talking to the imaginary friend there. Talking to Trev. Anyways, yes. I'm curious because the Sweet Tea, it did kind of, trigger the brain a little, although it is Tube Screamer on one side. And what was on the other side?
Marshall in a box.
Marshall in a box, right. So it's a boosted Marshall in a slightly larger box.
Yeah, I'd say I think it's like a JCM 800, maybe?
Right, that's what it was. Yes, you are correct. Supposedly a JCM 800 in a box, which I don't know. Haven't tried it. So how are you liking that pedal first? I'm curious.
So far, I've only tried it with the Black Strat, and it sounds pretty nice. I can see where the definite advantages in like I was saying. I credit you in the video for a little bit of tips and helps and thoughts on the whole trade that went down. By the way, what went out, for those that don't know or can't obviously see, I traded away the Squire Jazzmaster. Not because
Right.
it's garbage, but because the guy wanted to actually part with the
And not to
pedals.
mention, what's easier to snag, Terry? What's easier
Yeah.
to snag on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to have to order those two pedals from two different places, maybe. But you know, whereas the guitar, they're around, and they're around used. Especially, let's talk on the used market, for instance.
Yep.
For every JHS Sweet Tea that's going to be in your neck of the woods, there's probably 100 of those guitars, or
Yeah.
80. Let's say 80.
True.
You know, it's just, that's when I was just like, ooh, you know, because like being in a similar populated area, you know, I go, ooh, that doesn't come up around here very often. You know, let's snag on that. So, and I believe you can switch the order of the two sides, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't know why you would, because who wants to run a Marshall into a pedal?
Yeah, it's kind of the weird thing. I haven't.
You know,
I think I have it set right now that it is
John
the
Shane?
Screamer side into the Marshall, and I've played around with that, and you know, so far through the trainer, it does sound pretty nice.
Now, I just thought of this. If you were to run the Tube Screamer post Marshall, is that effectively like running a Tube Screamer in the loop? You know, because it's post the Marshall in a box. I don't know. Curious, but not really. I'd flip the switch once, go, nope, don't like that. Flip it right back and break the switch off. That's what I would probably do. Now, the Mod 11, let me, I just, as you discussed that, I'm going to bring it up for me to peruse because, you know, I got it too, because I already forgot it. But. So this one here, you like, that's not a bad price either. Okay. Oh, that's used. That's why that's not a bad price. Fair enough. All right. So what do they run? A couple hundred new over at the Evil Empire. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. So what do we got? Can a fella blow that up? There we go. Oh, apparently where? There. All right. So we got a vibrato. Probably want you a univibe. Maybe. Chorus, sure. Rotary, sure. Flange, yep. TZF. I don't know what that is.
0 through flanger.
That's what that is. That's very cool. Phase, sure. Pitch shifting, won't use that. The filt is some kind of, what, is that an envelope filter?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, maybe. Tremolo, sure. Harmonic, or harm is probably a harmonic tremolo.
It's a harmonic trem, yeah.
As opposed to an optical tremolo would be the other trem.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we got a color / volume. Was that like a push-pull or push-push?
No, it's just for when it's ran with a certain effect.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay. See, you've already know way more about this than me, and it's new to you, and that's fine, because that makes sense, because you own it and I don't. A depth and a rate, sure. You can add a tap tempo if you want to. I suppose.
Yep. And also it has the dead switch effect too, I think. So you can hold down the stomp button and make it do a certain thing on certain...
Sort of a chaos switch type thing.
Yeah, okay. And it has also a mod button that can bring up a secondary version of the effect that you select in some instances.
Gotcha. Okay. And you're enjoying that one as well?
I played it briefly. I put everything to noon and just kind of played a few notes or whatever, just to kind of hear what it was like.
Okay. Let me know if you decide to bond with it. Because as soon as I'm like, oh, it's got a 0 through flange, I don't have a 0 through flange. Maybe we can work out a trade. What's up, Randy?
Yeah, so I mean, basically, like at the end of the day, it's just, you know, like you were saying, like when you think about the availability of like.
Well, this is the thing. I think you would be. I don't know. Would it be easier to move those pedals than that guitar? You know, because the guitar is fairly common, so there's always going to be buyers. There's always going to be sellers. Whereas those pedals, yeah, I think actually The Mod 11 would be easier to move. One, because it's going to be cheaper of the two pedals.
Yeah.
And cheaper pedals are easier to move, depending on how much money you want to lose, break even, whatever, or flip it at a profit, which you're not yet. But that one's because that's the toe dipper pedal, right? Oh, let me get that because I don't know about these pedal effects and I don't know what I like and blah blah blah. You got that going for it. Whereas the JHS, that's you're getting into tone sniffer territory, right?
Yeah.
Like a new player isn't going to necessarily buy a JHS pedal, unless it's a fairly new player that comes across the channel, goes, "Hey, I like that tall man with minimal eyebrows." See, I didn't say no eyebrows, Josh. Minimal. I dig him. He makes some cool stuff. I'm going to check out his stuff. But even then, they're probably more likely to buy those the 3 Series or his cheaper line. You're more likely, by the time, if you're buying a Sweet Tea, you're into tone sniffer territory. Now, if you don't bond with it, again, not me. I'm just saying, Terry, if a fella was supposedly to accidentally leave it over at Twang's house and go, I left that there. Sorry, man. Well, you play with it, and I'll get it the next time I see you. Boom. It's done. He's going to fall in love with it, and you know what I mean? So that's taken care of. Because Twang likes... Twang is like John Duchesne. He knows what he likes, for the most part, and he likes nice stuff. But he's not totally evasive to trying something new. So, Melon Husk bonds with his collection of chainsaws. That's funny. That's really good if you live in rural areas. Not so good if you live in urban areas.
Eddie Fay had asked me, he said, are you using it for band recording or just goofing around and noodling? Well, I'd say it's probably more... maybe occasionally recording, but mostly just, him playing more than anything else. And just like I was saying to Ben, just to change up that I got something more instead of something that's all fuzz pedal focused and going into the front end of the amp.
There's more to the world than fuzz. Eddie Fay says, when you talk about moving them, are you guys like guitar gear brokers? No, but yes, which is Terry, like myself, we keep an eye out there about what's available local level, and if you see a deal on something, like, this is worth $500 all day, Terry, and you see it for $200, and you got $200 in the kitty sitting there, mazel, pick it up, play with it for a bit, and then flip it for even $4. You double your money and play with it, and someone's still getting a deal on it.
Yep.
Trev is commuting for work, Braxel, and also looking for babes, which is hard to do in the evening driving at highway speeds. But you can try it. Charles75N says, has there ever been a screen that you've just had to say never again to? No. But I'll let you know if it ever happens. It won't.
I tell you, you'd probably say no to that tuna fish that I tried.
Nope, I've had
it. Yeah, but you'd say no to it again if you ever had it.
Nope, if it works. It has one, as long as it works. If it doesn't work, I'll be like,
yeah.
Is this on? Too. No.
Yeah.
Hey, Under the Bus Network official. Nice. It's Kurt.
Hey, Under the Bus.
I figured. Kurt, you're usually in the upper left when I watch the show, so I assume you're the guy that hits the on button. Just saying. Which is cool.
So,
cool.
To summarize about the whole trade pedal deal, after talking with the guy, and the guy I did the deal with is someone I've been making deals back and forth with for a while here locally. At the end of the day, he said to me he decided to go digital. So he got a headrush bass unit and the accompanying powered speaker. And he then jettisoned everything else.
Okay, JJ.
And he said he was in a band situation for a while. The band ended. And then he was going and jamming for a while. So it was further evidence so that he wanted to, have his own stuff. But his buddy said to him, he said, well, I got all this stuff here. And he's like, yeah, that's nice, but it's your stuff. It's not my gear. So just a preference thing. And then he realized, well, I might as, since I'm only playing by myself, at home, there's no point in me having a bunch of, touring like gear.
Yeah, there is. It's called good tone. That's what I say. Although, again, Terry, his loss is your gain.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and anything boutique is, carries a premium.
Yeah.
Especially on the Canadian used market, because that stuff just doesn't filter. It's just not as much of it out there.
Yeah, and that was the other thing, too. Those two pedals I didn't see ever in my area of Kijiji.
Well, obviously, somebody probably bought it from Cosmo. Is 50-50 chance it was bought from Cosmo or bought from an American site.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would. If you're going to pay the same, because unless you catch it on a good exchange rate or something like that, you're going to pay more in shipping and possibly duty. But even just shipping alone is going to be more expensive than domestic shipping. So I would just order it from Cosmo myself. So I assume that's where it came from.
I didn't check to see if there's a receipt in the box, but I got the actual box and manuals and everything else for the...
I'm not. I suppose technically, Terry, there could be an independent shop somewhere in Canada that carries JHS pedals. Let alone somebody that is a business between you and me, geographically, that also carries JHS pedals. That's not Cosmo again, right? I don't know. I've seen JHS pedals at the Cosmo Super Duper store. I've not seen them in any other store. New. Wait. No, Long McQuaid does carry them.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but they don't carry a lot of them. You'd special order it in. So it could have come out of the L&M and Barrie.
Yeah. Well, the guy that I did the deal with, he also does a lot of trading around, bartering, and so forth. He does a lot of flipping.
Most of the gear in your area within an hour of you all has to come from the Barrie L&M.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Plus, we got 40 people watching. All right, so 40 people watching, Terry. Speaking of guests coming up, special show Friday night this week at 8 p.m. Eastern. Figure out times for your time zone accordingly. I'm not. 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Andrew from the 5150 show network.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
Good buddy Andrew, who, he started his channel around the same time I started mine. And so, well overdue. I did a hang on his channel not so long ago. I guess a few months. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was about 3 months ago.
Lifestyle choices. What's up, Fruitcake Tony? So, yeah, we got Andrew from the 5150 show coming on Friday. And just then to bookend it, Terry, I guess, because I just realized that. All right, so it's going to be a very striped long weekend probably in the conversation base, because we got Andrew on Friday night. And then this coming Sunday, we have author Steve Rosen coming on talking about his latest book about Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, yeah.
Like 5150, yeah.
That is funny. That's very funny, that actually.
So, it just happened because I've been meaning to reach out to Andrew for a few weeks now. Finally remembered, set it up. And Steve Rosen had reached out to me a week or so ago. And I said, hey, I got this date available. And he said, sure, let's do it. I'm like, all right, I'm in. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Andrew asked Trev, can I show off some guitars? So I just replied, yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Hey, Randy Cricks.
What's up, Randy? So, yeah, and then Steve Rosen. It's like, hey, can I come on and talk about Van Halen? Yes.
Oh,
Yes. I enjoy his stories, He's a super nice guy. So, yeah. Hey, D-Mac.
So I am about 10 minutes out from my destination, and I'm going to need to use my GPS to find it.
All right.
So I'll be back in 15, 20 minutes.
You be you. You be you, brother. Safe travels.
Hold the fort.
All right. D-Mac says, hey, guys, looks like the Mach 1 got dropped from the LPD site. I snoozed and lost. Any recommendations for where to track one down? Reverb. Possibly.
I was just going to say that.
Because you get a handful of people that buy them and don't bond with them. So I don't know how you do those search bot things, Terry, but you can do that. You can set up searches. Hey, keep it, keepers open. I think that was a limited run pedal until the parts ran out type situation. Did I get a Mach 1? I did not get a Mach 1. I remember the Mach 1.
I thought you did.
Awesome, Kurt. No, I did not. I know the pedal budget largely this year. Was
I can't remember.
Last two Keeley pedals. They aren't cheap. And then snagged a guitar and an amp in the last month too.
Yeah,
did not need that.
I'm just trying to remember what it was.
Hey, Scott Brockway. Ooh, sweet. He's got grilled cheese sandwiches. I'd go for one of them. You know why, Terry? Because there's always room for a grilled cheese sandwich. Or at least half.
Canadian thing.
Or at least half of one. I'm just saying it. Like, you can eat a meal, like you're not stuffed. But you eat a meal and you're like, I'm good. And then you say, hey, Terry. You're like, yeah. I'm like, you want to split a grilled cheese sandwich? You're like, yes, I could go for half a grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, that's going to be like 3 or 4 bites of awesomeness just to cap off a meal. With bacon.
I just realized something. Scott,
not from Markham.
Scott, were you at all influenced by my Facebook post earlier today then with the grilled cheese sandwich? Because I had it come up in Facebook memories from 9 years ago or 10 years ago. It was a grilled cheese sandwich.
There we go. See, Jim said, yes, there's always room for a grilled cheese sandwich. Exactly. Not from Markham, though, Melon.
Oh, you said
Been to Markham.
No, we didn't say that.
Markham is largely Asian these days, which is fine. They've pretty much taken that over.
So you might have less chance of a grilled cheese, but more of a chance at a pot sticker.
Yes, the grill lines will make them taste better, Michael Krause.
Now John's going to go and make one.
Oh.
Yeah, the only difference was the grilled cheese that was in my memories that came up that I did was a grilled cheese with onion.
Nice. Oh, that's what I forgot when I was grocery shopping the other day. Pick up some rye bread because I've been hankering for grilled cheese with rye bread. Old cheddar, light rye. Thank me later. You're welcome. What else we got here? Eddie Fay. I saw a Monty Python skit where a guy was positively stuffed. Yes, I remember that. Not even room for wafer thin mint. It's wafer thin.
John DeShane.
Scott Brockway's been playing with my new fuzz pedal. Well, your new fuzz, his new fuzz pedal. Not, I was like, mine? No. Yours? No. His? Yes.
See, now the funny thing is when Scott said that he was here with his grilled cheese, I thought he was talking about the Dan Electro grilled cheese pedal.
Make sure to wash your hands after eating the grilled cheese, but prior to playing more guitar. Otherwise, you have coated strings.
And not the kind of coated strings you want.
Ooh, they're so slick and buttery. Literally.
Why does my guitar have terrible tone? Well, what'd you do before playing? With a grilled cheese. Did you wash your hands? No. Well, there you go.
Yep. Fingeries. Yeah. Grilled cheese, the original fingeries. Mm-hmm. Half hour in, we got 40 people watching. Already thanked the patrons. That's nice.
Announced
I may
the
shoot a
live
video
stream
tomorrow.
or Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
I said you've already announced the Zoom call for Wednesday night.
Yep. 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, figure that out accordingly. I'm just waiting for Charles to set it up. And then he'll message me, and then my phone will have to remind me at like 2 in the morning. Just so you know, you have a Zoom call in a couple of days. Yeah, I know.
Scott
what cheese
Brockle
has the best tone? I don't know about that. I have to think about that. Depends on what kind of music you want to play, I guess. New gear, the newest being the amplifier. Which, I don't know, can a fella? Well, actually, I was like, you still can't tell what it is.
Yeah, I was
Wait.
just going to say.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, I don't really like that.
That's funny.
There. I'm trying to blame on the subject. Here, we'll even put white lights on.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's probably why it seemed weird, because you didn't have the backlighting on.
Yeah, snagged on that. Looks small from back there. And it looks like I got a Rage 158 back there, but it's actually a Ultra 6 special thing.
Actually, oddly enough, Ben, the guy I did the deal with, he actually had one of those.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mentioned it, and he goes, oh, those are nice amps. He said you did well to snag one of those.
I did. I'm enjoying it. Takes Lawrence's pedals well. Oh, well, then we gotta, I don't know. That. No, it just feels like I got a neon sign going on outside the window. Actually, that'd be like just flashing red. I don't think it's that old. It's made in China. So, unless he made amps in China, Scott, I would say no.
Well, he could have did like Soldano.
I don't think he did. I think he sold it before they were making amps offshore. I think. I don't know. That's annoying though.
Yeah. That'll also screw up autofocus probably too. Will cream cheese give me the Clapton woman tone?
If that doesn't work, try a nice brie.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Somebody said what would be a good cheese for tone? Gouda.
Yes. Well, that's hence the follow up with the cream cheese. No. Okay. Caught up. Perfect. Speaking of elevators, I don't own one. Just thought I'd say that. Bum. Cheddar is the HSS strat of cheese. Hey, Buzz.
You Buzz?
Greta cheese.
Greta cheese?
I have good tone.
I guess you'd have Greta cheese with your Gretch.
Yeah. I like a nice provolone for arpeggiation situations.
Oh, I did post that to the Facebook group earlier today as well too.
What?
The one YouTube channel hit 80K subscribers, and as part of their hitting 80K subscribers, they're giving away 3 guitars to 3 lucky people.
Who?
Actually, let me go and find that.
Seth over at Presley, California Customs, finishing up a couple customs tonight. Candy Apple Red Hardtail Strat. Oh, yeah. With a Tilly Bridge. HSS with Black Guard, Maple Neck, and Fretboard. Boosted Barlinis, 10 dB onboard switchable boost, plus the coil tap. So it's all of the options.
That's a lot of work.
Trait. What's up, my friend? Craft singles are the Squire Bullet of guitars.
Or, as my aunt and uncle call them, dog cheese.
Or, you know what? Velveeta isn't far off.
Okay, so to continue on with what I was saying, sorry,
Yep.
it
What's up, Daryl?
is. If you actually do go to the Canucks with Guitars Facebook page,
Yeah, if you're on the face space, join the
if you're
group.
on Facebook,
We're over on the face space.
so
Right.
if you actually go into the group, you will see 6 hours ago I posted the link for Gear for Music's 80K giveaway. They've hit 80,000 subs. So as appreciation, they're giving away the same Gretsch that Ben has, a Squire Starcaster like mine, except done in the vintage burst finish, and a Squire Classic Vibe thin line telly.
Not a favorite of mine. Cool. I'm pretty sure Cheese Whiz Hip is just Velveeta that doesn't congeal. They scrape it off, put it in jars, and the rest they chop up into blocks. Because you can buy like cinder block sizes of Velveeta in the US. It's insane. It's insane.
I was gonna
It's
say,
like,
isn't
well,
that-
just picture, Terry, the size of a cheese slice, right?
Yeah.
Except uncut.
I was
about
gonna
as
say,
long as a
wasn't
loaf of
that
bread.
wasn't that what government cheese was?
I believe so. I don't know. Spray cheese, that's the other weird stuff. I don't think that's cheese. That's something.
Guitar Man 45. That's a good
Sure.
one.
Again, do I have... I don't have a bump. Do I? No. I guess I... Jeff K says, question, Sir Ben. Sure. I know your vintage Strat has Wilkinson hardware. Are the pickups Wilkinson too? Yes. So.
Anything under the vintage moniker has
Easy.
Wilkinson.
Oh, yeah, I hit something there.
Parts.
Something got relicked. All right,
The only
so
thing, of course, would be the pots.
Jesus. Can a fellow read that? Maybe. Wilkinson M series? Yeah, M. As in mother.
Okay. Wilkinson M series is a high output Alnico 5 single coil.
Yeah, what Terry said. I see the one and only Boner Jams in the chat. Shout out Boner Jams. He's pretty much the cause of a lot of trouble on the internet. And the cure of a lot of trouble on the internet. Ironically enough, karma being what it is, balances out, so it's all good.
Zach, you never know. They might be able to accommodate you with a lefty. I do think they have... Well, the Starcaster I don't think is available in the lefty, but probably the Gretsch. And the Telly, possibly. If not, you still take the guitars and you sell it to somebody who's right-handed and use the money to get yourself a nice lefty.
Wait, you can do that.
Or you Hendrix it.
Or you Hendrix it. But in reverse.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Never mind. I would have to Hendrix it in reverse.
Right-handed.
Zach would just have to Hendrix it.
Yeah.
I worked it out, Terry. Took me a moment.
It's that purple stuff messing with your brain.
It's the purple stuff. Let's blame the purple stuff. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Did we show that off to the crowd? Yeah, the purple stuff.
See, now Scott says something that's a great thing. I want an Eric Johnson Strat.
Focus.
One problem
Focus
with
on
that.
the purple stuff. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's nice. There we go. Anyways, speaking of that, hey, Craig T. Thompson and Doug Strong. Pretty sure they carpooled. Keith Campbell. Did I say hello to Keith? He's late, so.
Hey, Keith.
Oh, I still had some other stuff left over. What's that? What was that stuff? JMO. Yeah, it was pretty good too. Anyways, Purple Berry.
I'm probably away from my mics because I got two screens, and if I move too close, I'll be literally like feeling like this with them.
Then move the mic closer.
Do I move like? Do I sound like super louder here like this?
Actually, yes.
If so, I can't barely see my screens.
No, I would say you'd move the mic closer to you. That's what I do. Well, Sunday drive here on the island. Nice. Rico B. All right, I see Scott Brockway yelling pops. Does that mean... Oh, we did! There he is.
Pops!
What's up, Pops? Always a pleasure and an honor to have you grace us.
Captain Kitchen!
With your presence. Yeah, much older, I guess. Yep, that's me.
Yeah, and the other reality is I don't talk loud. I'm a very soft.
He's a low talker.
I'm a very low talker.
Nice. We got 51 people in here. So let's have at least 50 thumbs ups. Just saying. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay. Quentin's got a wrench. I don't know who thought of that idea, but...
Don't look at me.
Okay, Keith, I hope you're speaking literally. Otherwise, that could be a euphemism for something. Still time to marinate the chicken. Okay. Way too much information. Well, now, is he cracking the cold one, just pouring it on the chicken? There. She's marinated. So am I.
Yeah, I guess if you're in the right mindset, that could be definitely miscued as something.
Okay. I should have known, Keith. Of course you're using Mad Anthony's barbecue sauce. Of course you are. Okay. What else would you use? What was I thinking? Of course. Well, Keith, you'll be happy to know, since you tuned in late, for those that have tuned in late, we have, excuse me, again, excuse me, Andrew from the 5150 show / the British Blues show, joining me on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we have Steve Rosen talking about his latest book. It's called... Here, you know what, Terry? Let me just minimize you for a second. Do this. Hang on. There we go. That's up. All right, let's maximize. There we go. And then if we go over here, watch this. This is going to be called like production. Then we go. No, do not. Oh, well, I was not expecting that to happen, but there's Trev. Awesome. Hey, Trev. No. What was I doing? Oh, that's share screen.
Minimizing me, sharing a screen.
Yeah. Window. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Share. Boom. So this Sunday, Steve Rosen, author of Tone Chaser, Understanding Edward, my 26-year journey with Edward Van Halen. Steve Rosen, author. This Sunday on Sunday Night Hang. On Sundays. Hanging here. So subscribe if you're new. Just saying. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. Ooh.
It's an EVH themed weekend. So
Yeah.
if anyone's never seen the box,
He's got the box. Yep, it's a box.
it's a box and it opens.
Trev looked like he's in a recording studio.
I'm at my buddy's place now. Yeah, we got all kinds of.
Yeah, I saw a microphone. I see sound editing material, and oh, look at that. That's a PVSP2 PA cabinet. You know how I know, Trev, that's a PVSP2 PA cabinet?
That's all right there. It's an SP3. Haha.
Oh, sorry, SP3.
And I got the
Because
100-watt trainer.
I have a pair of PV cabs in another room that are the same design.
Bass apparatus over there.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, room for all the band.
Oh, that's interesting.
My friend will be here in a moment. He's just feeding his wife.
Oh, well, someone's got to do.
They
Happy
include
wife,
some,
happy life.
Yep.
Nice. They included some decals, Ben.
Ooh. Well, yeah, EHX always has the decals.
EHX decal.
Yep. I got a stack of those somewhere.
Interestingly enough.
Yeah, they do that, Terry, every pedal. They're like, here, tongue sole. I have a stack of them.
And a vacuum tube upgrade guide.
Yep. Again, in case you missed seeing the decal, we sell tubes. By the way, we sell tubes. Terry, in the pack of strings I opened up in last week's video, I didn't show it on video, but I got a decal with my pack of strings, even.
Oh, wow.
That's a rare thing these days. It was like the 80s all over again, Trev. I'm like, what?
Nice.
You know, so I'll be going on the tone cooler. Scott Brockway says I want a EHX decal. Let's see, we got Lawrence one there. Tesi. More Tesi's. I've got more in the other room, but I don't know here. Oh, Earthquaker.
Well, I'll say this much. Not too often do you actually get a pedal that's actually got a decent sized manual with it.
Well, you need one. It does a lot of stuff.
16 pages.
Ooh.
No, another guest.
Yeah. Hank the Tank.
Yeah.
Come on, Hank. Hank the Tank. Hey, look, Hank, you'd be afraid to stay out of everybody.
Flipside postcard, apparently.
Come on, Hank. Nope, no, we're done. We're done. I'm finished with you.
Come on.
Go.
Come on.
There's
Go.
the Earthquaker one.
Come on.
More love later.
That's what I'm thinking, Eddie. That's merely for consultation when something goes wrong. You're like, how do I get out of this situation? Oh, yeah. And Terry, because I still have one left I haven't used.
Oh, nice. Oh, did you get a hold of him yet?
I haven't talked to him in a while. He's been pretty busy.
Mm. Yeah.
176 pages? Is that what the H90 is? Good golly Wally.
Oh my God.
That's not a manual. That's a book.
Crazy. Meanwhile, this is only 16.
That's like reading. That's amazing.
Okay. I'm going to point out a comment here. Guitar Man 45 says, I just love all the stickers and little brochures they send with gear. I need a storage space just for that. Well, if you're buying all the gear, you're going to get all the brochures and all the paraphernalia. Filing cabinets. Filing cabinets.
So
Keith Campbell's got to chat with Adam on saddles. Yeah, you need some titanium saddles, Keith. Then you'll never have another saddle problem. And you might want to get some colored with those bolt things. Saddle bolts, saddle screws, saddle bolts, saddle screws. Free pick. Speaking of picks,
introduce my friend Dan. Dan the man.
Hello.
What's up, Dan?
Man.
Been friends
Oh,
since
nice.
like
Okay.
1990.
Welcome,
Yeah.
fellow Canuck with guitars, as we've looked around your room. So you'll
Yes,
fit right
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. Nice.
That's Ben, who's the host of the show. We got Terry, a good friend of ours, also lives in Ontario. And I think there's 43 other people in the chat watching from all over the place.
Quite the latency here, eh?
There's about a 5-second delay from the phone stream to the what comes there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this is better to see the chat quick.
Oh. Focus.
This guy here
I was
getting
just
right over.
gonna say.
He's in Victoria, actually Sydney.
Oh, okay.
We're popping in to see him on Wednesday.
I'm not going to say what that looked like initially. Besides Godzilla.
There we go. Okay, focus. There we go. It's like, do I have something white? There we go. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Well, it's actually a Daddario.
Not focused.
Dark, and then... So, yeah. Yeah, I keep that handy, Quentin, in case I just really need to shred. Just saying.
Special purpose.
Try a different light setup here.
What we got, lady?
Got my
Ooh, ambiance.
Hey, you're not out in the shed anymore, Trev.
This is kind of a garage. There is a car here. If you didn't see the Beamer in the background.
Well, yeah. Nice.
But it's
No, I
nice
didn't.
that
Actually, you conveniently walked around it in a way, actually. All right, now we look. Yeah, now you look more like Canadian JJ.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. Now we're
Ooh.
rocking.
There we go.
I was just going to say, yeah, that'd be funny, eh? Trevor, what the hell did you do to your shed? You got like a ceiling fan, a car, a garage door?
Busy for a couple of hours.
Nice. So yes, what else do we have going on?
Disco shed.
We
I
got the
see
Zoom,
anything
we got
new?
the Friday special show, we got the Sunday show.
There's one day Zoom call, Wednesday night
Oh.
Zoom call.
Did I mention I enjoy, because I enjoy sometimes when there's stuff going on in the chat while I'm live, and our good buddy RJ pops in the chat, and I'm like, hey, in case you live on the rock, hadn't heard of him, why don't you throw a link to your channel up? So he throws a link to the channel in there. I was like,
Yeah.
I do it in his chat, so mazel.
Yes, if you're a mod and you have a channel, don't be afraid to throw it up every once in a while.
Exactly. Look at you, Quentin.
Yeah.
Quentin goes live at random times, day or night. There's no set schedule.
It's the order of chaos.
Hey, Jason Tong. Good to see you.
Jason Tom. I was going to say, is that a new person or is that someone that's been...
I met Jason through the Tone. Jason had knee surgery recently, I hope. Is healing up well. I believe he had knee surgery. He's a hell of a player. Check out his channel, Terry.
Oh.
PC Rich. What's up, buddy? He's like, Trevor's streaming live from a roller disco in 1979. I just wait for Love Hurts to come on. It's perfect lighting for Love Hurts to come on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Channel content is over at Head Fist Amplification.
Quentin says I specialize in guitar and Ghetto Kroger videos. Yep.
Or Head First, sorry.
Awesome. Knees mending well. Good to hear.
You should put a better link to the other channel there, Jason. Otherwise,
What else we got?
good, simple.
Is that Billy Boney?
There'll be no discount.
I was going to
You be
say,
you, Keith.
wasn't that a lighting effect that was used a lot in the late 70s?
It's every night, Friday night at the roller rink, man. This was the slow dance backward skate.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
That's what the couple skate. Billy Baloney said, couple skate.
There's a lot of good.
And usually it would be Nazareth. Love hurts.
Guitar Man 45. And I feel like breaking out in a chorus of Boogie Boogie Fever.
They're fun in my life, I think.
How do you want to know if someone's been overserved at the venue you're playing? Just start playing the intro to Love Hurts, and if you're that person's cut off. That person's cut off. Just put him in the cab.
Yeah.
Put him home. It would not turn into a mosh pit. That's for
Not
sure.
likely.
The YMCA is a completely different lighting scheme, much more vibrant.
Up next, Alicia Bridges. Those lights are emanating from Trevor's head. That's funny.
I got to get some lighting like that. That's the next step.
Sending out the tone vibes. Those are tone vibes.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
maybe
just
while
far
I'm
north
cruising
now,
the
they're taking a
website for
Aurora
some Christmas
Borealis.
gifts. That's what I did a year or two ago to get the other lights. Get some unit, we'll stick it on the floor behind the chair. It'll be emanating out of my ass or something. I don't know. I was just playing the glass saxophone, Melon. You know,
Oh, vanity. That was
saxophone
interlude.
Sassy. A French kiss, I don't think is a too much of a TMI moment as something else.
Oh, right. Yeah.
like John just said.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, John. It's a good thing that's in the chat side, not something that's actually in the stream.
You be you, John.
Yeah.
You be you. And if one can happen to happen,
No problem. But it's that doesn't burn all the way down. It's got a nice outfit feel to it. Yeah.
Trevor looks like Zeus in Clash of the Titans 82.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Good old Lot 40 Canadian rye whiskey.
Nice.
Yeah. Now we're getting started. Pump the brakes a bit. We better go for it.
Oh, that's right. No, we don't have to. Will that be enough to get us through the night?
I was going to say, do we have any guitars to show off before we get too deep in the bottle?
Well,
What are you playing on these days? That's what I'm curious.
Show them your number one.
here's my number one.
We go first. I got front here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you turned all the lights off, I might as well get make you
I
stand up.
took it out of the pocket flashlights here.
Yeah, my eyes.
So this here's the Gibson Les Paul Studio or a Special,
Special.
also known as a Junior, I believe.
I'm
I'm
I was
not
going to say,
sure.
hold it up a little higher and we can see the body.
But yeah, it's got an EMG pickup on the bottom and the P90 on the top.
Yeah, that's a different configuration.
Yeah, I know that
for
one.
sure.
I know that model.
Yeah, it's a nice
I believe
guitar.
that was an
Everybody
anniversary
loves it.
edition,
Loves
possibly.
it. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, I love this
Wow.
guitar. I got this off Trevor, actually. He said he had it sit behind his couch.
Yeah,
That was years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah. 10 years ago.
That was actually with
this guitar.
my guitar. I had it around for years and never used it, and the kid wasn't interested, and I wasn't looking to get rid of it.
But it came up one day, and I was sitting there going, I want a Les
I
Paul.
want to try Gibson.
Yeah.
So you want to take mine
Once I
for
got one sitting at home doing nothing.
Run
I
around the
said,
block?
crank it up. But yeah,
Sure.
it's got lots of little, it's not a piece of It's not a piece of furniture. This guitar gets played. It's got some scratches and dents in it, but I just love it. So, you know, it's not a beauty.
There, we got some wear up here.
Yeah, we got some
natural relicking, kids.
Natural wear from this sweater, actually.
Naturally earned
Yeah.
relicking.
Couple little scars in there.
What's wrong with that?
No, yeah, and there's a little piece of lacquer or whatever finish missing off the back of it. Yeah, but still, she plays sweet. Everybody that picks it up falls in love with it. And yeah, it's a beautiful guitar.
Nice.
Quite happy with it. Yeah.
Oh, and do I spy a Martin beside yous?
Horner? That is a Horner. 1968 acoustic.
Ooh, a 68 Honer. A Survivor.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's beautiful, man. It was perfect when I got it. And this my buddy that did a tune-up on it, he put it up beside his $1,500 Martin. And he said, I like your guitar better.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know why, but it sounds beautiful. Plays really well. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, my drum kit over there. It's a 1964 Ludwig. It's got the thick shells.
Yeah.
And that thing's a kicker, man. Holy shit, does it make a noise. Yeah. Yeah, no, I got a good collection for sure.
Very nice.
So I was going to say, it looks like some type of Gibson Hummingbird hanging on the wall or something, or...
That actually is a 10th.
12-string?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a 12-string from the 60s, but the neck is so far gone, it's not
a Survivor.
Now.
Yeah, not a Survivor.
No,
Yeah,
most of those, yeah.
But
That's
I got
just
my
too much
Ibanez-
tension.
I got my Ibanez, which is my backup.
Oh, Ben Tom
This
with the
solid.
super chat.
So the neck and the guitar are one piece, right?
That's your number 2.
Yeah, that's my number 2. It's a one piece.
What's that?
It's the Ibanez. I think it's that SC320 or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah. That's nice. I dig that. Thank you, Brother Tom. Says, Terry, my brother, looking fit, trim, and handsome as hell. Love you, boys. Love you too, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, I wanted to get the pickups changed in this. It's got the Duncan Ibanez pickups, and I don't really like them.
My favorite part of that guitar is the way you bought it.
Yeah.
Did you hear? You tell it?
Yeah, tell that story.
You know what you should do,
A
Trav?
fella goes out guitar shopping and he finds something like this, and it's what is it, $1,500 something?
No, this one was only 800 bucks.
$800. But he comes home to the wife and says, "I fell in love with this $2,000 guitar. Kind of really want to have it." And of course, after a bit of back and forth, he's like, "Well, maybe I could just settle for the $800 guitar."
Which is the one.
Which was what? Yeah. So he went in deep and then pulled back a little, made his concession.
Sneaky.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, I was going to say, Trev, now there's you might swap out the pickups out of your Ibanez into that Ibanez.
The Invader?
Yeah, that would work.
You want some Invader?
Is that what's in your wiggle stick Ibanez?
Yeah.
Oh.
The RG370DX.
Oh, I thought it would have like a tone zone in it, maybe.
No, they're Invader. Well, I think they call them Invaders.
Oh,
Is it
the
stock pickup?
Ibanez generic.
It's the
stock
Ibanez
pickup.
ones, and it wasn't their best work, but they don't sound terrible. They're metal and punchy.
Michael Easter?
Yeah, the pickups out of his guitar then probably would sound pretty good in that then.
Of course, I brought my Prophecy along to do a little show and tell.
Yeah, for sure. I did not play it. I was
Yeah, I'm almost afraid to let him touch the next one because the last time I let him touch one of my guitars,
he never got it back. As soon as that thing got in the room, I knew it wasn't leaving.
Yeah, that's what's in
Did you
this.
fill the
Is
will
the
for my
stock
kid when you got it?
Yes. Yeah.
Ibanez pickups.
Right.
So, and in the classiest of classy ways, being a brother and all, that Les Paul is willed to my kid
Okay.
So she gets it back because I borrowed it for a while.
when he's done with it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Hey, Michael B.
There's show and tell.
He's like, okay, I'm shut off. There's a guitar.
What's that,
There's a
Terry?
guitar behind him in the room. Yes.
You can't just pull a guitar out and put it back away.
No.
Well, I'm one guitar less now. I traded away my Squire Jazzmaster for Mod 11 and a JHS Sweet Tea.
Yeah, just went right into home plate there.
You want a gummy?
No, okay.
Too soon? He's a date.
Not too soon, Trev. That's never been too soon on this channel.
Gotta drive still. Well, have we decided we're not gonna drive? Just double up on tomorrow's purchase?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, give us a gummy then.
All right.
No peer pressure. No
Yeah,
peer pressure, Trev. No peer pressure.
This is my first time to my friend's new place. He used to live in Squamish, and he just moved to the island here. So what are these? 15s?
These are 20s.
20s? Ooh, they were moving up in the world.
Well, I'll join you.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Mazel.
Wow.
Hey, octopus ears.
Yeah.
All right, Michael Easter has a question. Any chicken pickers here? Is it typical to get calluses on the right fingertip? I'm a newbie. Yes. Unless you're using pure fingernails, which is what a lot of the pros do, usually acrylic nails because your real nails will wear out. Yeah, if you're like me, you just use your fingertips and you'll just callus them the same as you callus the fingertips on your left hand.
Back into our mood.
Oh, even Terry's joining in. Look at that. Mazel.
When in
Might
Rome.
as well.
Awesome.
Besides that, my back is bothering me a little bit again.
It's going to be bothering you left.
If a fellow needed a reason, I guess.
I do love these blood orange ones. These
It's not really good. I'm a fan of the blood orange and all of its derivatives.
I was doing actually Michael Easter mentioned, not necessarily.
Here in the 30 grams.
But I've been playing on this a lot.
Took one
So
lead
doing a
in
lot
the
of,
third.
finger
Took
picking.
another one at about 5 o'clock.
My good friend Ben here, he had a couple of shows where we've sat around and people, you can send in a super chat. And when they send in a super chat, you need a gummy. And what did you get, 175?
Let's go.
That first show?
I said, what? The first show?
Yeah, the first show was like,
I think it was like 165.
yeah, I think it was 175, 165. Fair enough. I got up to 75 myself then. I think.
Yeah. And then the second time I ate the chocolate bar, and that was 250.
Ben's got a pretty high tolerance.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Even scaled against fellas like us who are got a pretty high tolerance.
High tolerance.
I'm low tolerance, so that'll probably last me for like 5-7
Well, that was the
years.
problem. I find with that stuff, I don't get any. It doesn't make me any worse. It just scaled it, so it was like 2 o'clock the next afternoon. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm still feeling something.
Probably.
Oh well, you know.
I found with mine, it ramped up. Like it was like, you know, for a minute there, we were on the roller coaster climbing the hill there and getting ready to go. But when she let down, and then you just kind of hit the peak and just kept there.
Tom.
Tom had 400 milligrams on Saturday, Trev.
4, 5, and 6 were just kind of like.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go, Trev. Tom had 400 milligrams on Saturday night, and it wasn't until Monday morning that he felt normal.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
You went deep, Tom. You went real deep.
Ooh, that sounds nice, Tom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, easy, Tom. Easy. Moderation. Moderation
No,
with
made.
modulation. So,
He made.
yeah,
He didn't eat, he didn't consume, but he made.
I know. But I know Tom. So I'm just saying.
Oh, true, Ben. Very true.
Just saying. Moderate. Please. We love Tom.
What I just did
reminder
was
again,
only-
we're doing a Zoom call Wednesday evening for channel members and patrons, 7 p.m. Eastern until,
Have they?
I don't know, whenever. We'll see. We need a line of moderation pedals.
What?
From the same company.
Is there such thing already, Terry, as a moderation pedal? I'll also put that to Trev and Dan. Is there a moderation pedal out there?
No, I don't think so.
It'll be tomorrow's
I will
party.
disagree.
Oh, really?
So we
Yes.
can have time to go for breakfast in the morning? Or?
A noise gate is a moderation pedal.
You get breakfast, but
That's very true.
Right?
Is
Very, very true. Now
It
thinking
moderates.
Yeah, it moderates.
They're in their own world.
In Parksville and well, now I'm doing and Port Alberta in the morning. That's
E and EQ is a kind of moderation. Yeah, I'd say so. Compressor.
First, then Port Alberta, and then
How about I was thinking of volume pedal, possibly.
Yeah.
yeah, it's silly.
A blend knob.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
With a blend.
30 minutes back. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So what are you actually doing right now?
That's it. Super secret, top secret, color.
Yeah. Okay, Tom. That's a good number. Okay, that's fair. I'm not saying I have.
Oh,
Ben
my
Coombs is
God.
not saying the guy has a third eventide each night coming in the mail, but a guy might have a third one coming in the mail. Tom, you're a wild man.
That's easy. Yes, there's a different fellas.
That even shocked Pete Thorne yesterday because Pete has three.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
The last 2 hours.
Well, what am I thinking? He probably got one as probably for a demo to do.
Yeah.
No, he's got two on his. He's got two on his main board, right? You know, pros seem to have two.
Didn't go.
And then,
My buddy Mark.
there we go. Yeah, and then he has a smaller board that he has one on.
Yeah.
So yeah. Here's a question for the ages: is it smart to buy a tremolo system that costs more than the guitar itself? See, that just sounds like Keith is looking to buy a German Floyd for a non-vintage guitar. That's what my guess is.
John.
I'm waiting for John's comment to come up, apparently. Scott says I have a vintage Floyd. So do I. Let's see. Why is John's comment not coming up? All I see is nice, Ben Tom. Keith may need a second. Let's see here. I'm going to need one for my Frankie build. Yeah, okay. That's what it was, Frankie build. Or a Bigsby for a Harley Benton. Haha. Ironically enough, yeah, I was going to mention, Terry, last night Aaron and I were talking about like the Duesenberg trem, that I'm interested in. Well, wouldn't you know, RJ puts out a demo today of a similar type device, a direct bolt. You just unscrew the two posts and you put in the different posts and then you got a trem. And I was like, I'm like, well, that's rather ironic. So RJ was probably laughing last night when we were talking about it. He's like, just give it 12 hours,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. A Bigsby for a Harley Benton. Yeah, okay.
You're better off just buying the Guitar Fetish X Trem.
I don't see, trims are like tires for your car. You don't want to cheap out.
Yeah.
You're gonna have nothing but hassles, headaches.
You can't expect it to perform well if you underspend, and if it's gonna disappoint you, and you're not gonna like it. All those Floyd special junk.
Well, the whole point is, after a while, if it's made poorly, it's not going to stay in tune.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't stay in tune, that's the one purpose of it. Stay in tune.
Okay. Heard good things
Okay.
about the Grotto. I've heard good things about the Sailor. I've heard good things, of course, about the FU tones. I mean, wouldn't FU tone be the benchmark, the industry standard for something like? Well,
I
guess
would
I'm-
also do that deal too, Tom, if I had the opportunity.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. On that note, let's see here. Okay, so Keith's looking for an FRT3 with the tight tuners. Well, I used to know a guy that could source that stuff, but unfortunately, Dave Nesdall is no longer with us because he's the type of guy on it, or yeah, I got a spare. You're like, of course you do, Dave.
Yeah.
Like his non-fine tuner Floyd, you had two of them.
Oh, wow.
That's a unicorn. Yeah, and he gave his spare one to what's his name there with Night Ranger, who plays a non-fine tuning Floyd Rose on his Strat there because he has one of the original ones. Oh, what's his name? Come on, Keith. You know, of course you know. Keith, come on, help me. Brad Gillis. Thank you, Michael Gross. I did think of it just as Michael Gross popped it in, but oh, Tom, thank you very much. Yeah, dude, I miss Dave too. Believe me.
Yeah.
Really, Keith's last Frankie build was a non-fine tuner. Really? So you had one? Did Dave get it from you? Did he give it to Brad Gillis? I'm just trying to figure out the backstory here, Trev. Just figuring out the backstory, right?
Well, how much of a pain in the ass is that going to be, though? I mean, a Floyd without fine tuners.
All right,
you
so here's the deal.
Lock the nut every time.
You
and
hope
make
when
sure
you lock
have
the nut, because sometimes if those locking nuts aren't perfect, when you it pinches it and makes it a little sharp. So
From
you'd
what I
have to
understand, that
tune.
has to do with the brake angle, and maybe if the fellas using string trees or such. I mean, that bar behind there is to adjust.
Or
that
what you
brake
do is
on-
you would just tune, like off tune accordingly. So then when you do clamp it down, it clamps it
Well, you get
to.
trial and error 100 times. You're going to get a knack for it, I guess.
Well, that's why you have a guitar tech to figure it out. That's his problem.
Why don't you just
That's
get
not
fine
your problem.
tuners on your Floyd?
Yeah. They're like, the guitar tech is like, why do you insist on using non-fine tuning Floyds? Oh, it's a tone, man. I don't care if it's the tone or not. You don't have to tune this thing every night. And you want to tour around the world.
Right?
Yes, Brad's Floyd is the first or second one to exist, depending on. It's basically there's three, right, Trev? I don't know if you know this. There's the three original Floyd
Way to go.
Floyd Roses.
Yeah.
It would be Brad
Guys?
Gillis, Neil Sean, and Eddie Van Halen.
So you see,
And I
I'm
believe
pretty
it was Eddie
good
Van
with
Halen
Don
shortly
Juan.
after the first two.
Yeah.
Because the first two were much more established, I believe. I think. Maybe not. Well, not much more, I guess. I don't know. Maybe all three at the same time? Yeah, Neil Sean, Brad Gillis. Because Neil put his on, what, like a Les Paul or something? I think.
That's right up my alley. Just saying.
That's ridiculous, though. Hey, put a non-fine-tuning Floyd Rose on a Les Paul, which always... Then again, you don't have to worry about the nut and the brake angle as much because you're going to clamp it down, so it might be actually a stably tuned Les Paul. Hey.
Floyd Rosary.
Lock down your G strings, baby.
Yep. It would have already. No, David already sent that one off to Brad, I believe. So the other one would just be on the one guitar that it's on. The one guitar that's on. Yeah, the other one is installed on a guitar. Is what I'm saying. It was already in use. I do believe. I don't think it was sitting there on the workbench. But even then, I think
you're
Des
right.
would have someone like a Rob Johnson type, come over and say, this is what this is. And everything. He probably got everything labeled anyways, because that's how Dave is. I do not know. But yes, we do miss Dave.
Indeed.
Do we have anything else, Terry?
Not that I can think of.
I don't think there's any new stuff.
Like the next actual like stats and holidays and stuff is coming for Christmas. It's already almost December.
Yep.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah, we're
That's
halfway
good.
there.
Because that means soon summer will be coming back again.
And we'll survive the end of the year.
Please bring summer back again.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's wrap things up here. We thank the patrons. So, yeah, Zoom call Wednesday night for the patrons and the members. Friday night with Andrew.
Everything goes well, I'll be in Gibson.
Show and British Blues Invasion Explosion Awesome Happy Time Hour. I don't know. That's not the name. He's gonna be really upset I messed that up. Anyways, Andrew will be on Friday night to tell me the correct name of the various shows that he does on his YouTube channel, the 5150 channel. Check it out. Sunday night, author Steve Rosen on his book about Eddie Van Halen. Should be real good. There's going to be some good stories that he wants to share.
Yeah.
And who else? That's it. Do I have anybody else booked? Do I? Wait. I may have somebody booked for 2 Sundays from now, but I can't remember. Keith, that next week. Superfan Gary Davlin right at the end.
So
next
pop
Tuesday.
tasting
So
this
not tomorrow, Trav. So easy, because I know you're on the road.
Yeah,
Next
a week from tomorrow.
Week from tomorrow, Keith Campbell on NAS Canucks doing a season recap, and we're going to see if he can make Doug cry.
Oh,
That'd be fun, right?
Yeah,
That'll
because
be
Doug's not
nice.
here to defend that. So Keith's going to give Doug all the stats, and then Doug will cry. So that's how that will go. And I will snicker, and then Doug will say end the show, and I'll say no. And then we'll continue. So soda pop tasting this week. What was it? Crush Fruit Punch. Holy crap, I remember that from checking last night.
Now,
Nice.
do you remember Hawaiian Punch? Just saying.
Yep.
Anyways, I digress.
Yep.
So there we go. So I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Well, I'll see y'all if you put out content. If not, y'all see me. So, you know.
You
And
just say,
as
if
Dustin
you see someone in the chat, you
I've
still
been-
see them in the chat, even though they're not here. I see you,
Terry's
Nick.
been
I
Terry.
see you, Ferg. I see you, Pete. Sackdog.
Dan's still Dan, which is good. We like Dan. Dan's welcome back at any time. We like Dan.
Please,
So yeah, we'll see everybody later. And yeah, where's the? I always forget, Terry. Just once, as I ramble on, you think a fella would start, moving the cursor over to click on stuff that needs to be clicked on. I've been using the program now for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, outro, sure.
Yeah,
Be good to each other. Hold those doors open. Let my sister head in traffic because she doesn't have a driver's license. So, Doug's wife's real because karma. #. And a bunch of comments came up. Just that's everybody. Yep. See you. Yep. Them. Don't litter.
See you, Dale.
Where's the outro? There's the outro.
Play your
I already said
guitar.
don't litter under my breath, but don't litter.